quote about John that I shared was, John was raised by parents, coaches, and teachers that instilled in him the values that he demonstrates in his work, in his community, and every organization he involves himself with. He's got a winning attitude that impacts everyone he works with. When I posted that online, John's mom got on it. And she shared, I appreciate John because he's my son. I know, very similar to Julie's mom, I know my husband and I gave him all the tools he needed to become successful. I know I can count on him to take care of me when the time comes. She added, I hope. Don't hope, you know. He has a big heart and he does the right things. He really is a good guy. And just like I told Julie's mom, you know exactly what I just figured out. I've known John a couple of years. John's mom knew that forever. John and I originally bonded over work. And it's not painting or good news, the business he's in or I'm in. It was just the value of work. I knew what his mom would say before she ever made that post, and I never met her in my life. Because I knew what John told me, who she was, and who his dad was, and who his coaches was, and who his mentors were, as soon as I met him. Every time I see him, which is nowhere near as much as I would like it to be, I'm immediately comfortable with a friend, with a mentor, and someone that at the primal level says, yeah, I think the exact same thing with values as you do. I love my wife, I want to work my tail off for my kids, I appreciate my community, and I just want to work hard and be a good guy. I watch him do the same stuff at the Crossroads Chamber. When he's in, he's all in. And he's got a boatload of energy, and there's no doubting that he's actually going to achieve the goal. And it's when it's time for him to show up, he does. As a coach, as a dad, as a husband, as a son, as a community participant, and as a leader. And ultimately, I'm a big fan of work. As a worker, John works his tail off in everything he does. So join me in saying yes to the values of hard work, caring for your family, setting an example in the community, loyalty, showing up for the people and organizations that matter to him. Congratulations, John, on your 2025 Good Life Award.
Yeah, when I wrote this speech, I didn't even think twice about getting emotional until I walked in and just saw Chris's face. I was like, wow, I already know what he's going to do to me when I get up here. And like Chris, I have a tendency to get emotional, so I'm going to fight really hard. Thank you, Chris, for that incredibly kind introduction. I'm deeply humbled to receive the Good Life Award today. When I first heard about this award, I thought about what it really meant, the good life. For me, it was never about accolades or achievements, although it is nice to be recognized from time to time. It's more about impact. It's about waking up every day with purpose. Service above self and building something that lasts beyond yourself. As a business owner, I've had the privilege of working with incredible teams, passionate individuals, and communities that inspire me daily. While the journey but I'm not going to. While the journey hasn't always been easy, it's been worth every step, because at the heart of it, all is people. Our employees, our customers, our neighbors. They're the reason we do what we do. Today, I also want to take a moment to recognize the other 5 incredible recipients of the Good Life Awards. Each of you represents the very best of what it means to lead with heart, integrity, and vision. Your contributions to your communities, whether through coaching, education, entrepreneurship, service, or advocacy, are nothing short of inspiring. I'm honored to stand alongside you and celebrate the work that you've done to make our communities a better place for all of us. I also want to give a special shout out to Chris Mullen, not just for the recognition, but for our very first real time spent together over 5 years ago when he visited me at my home, at what I affectionately call John's Smoke Show. for a leadership series interview. That day was more than just an interview and one amazing tomahawk steak. You didn't just help me tell my story, you helped me be comfortable with me telling my own story. And I'm grateful for that. This award isn't just a reflection of my work, it's a reflection of the people who walked alongside me. To my family, my wife Rachel, and my mom, thank you for your unwavering support and love, and for being here today to share it with me. And to my team, thank you for your dedication and belief in our shared vision. And to my community, thank you for embracing me and allowing me to be part of something greater. I accept this award with gratitude, humility, and renewed commitment to continue living the good life, not just for myself, but for everyone I have the privilege to serve. Thank you.